Hey there guys, it's Metro, we're back. Am I crazy or is this, why is this, I feel like my chat box is like really dark. The hell? I gotta look at, I don't know man, I have these weird things that happen to me. I never know if it's me or what. Let's look at yesterday's. I guess that's what it looked like yesterday too. Maybe it's just because the zone is so light. This doesn't really, I don't really need it to be like that. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. Anyway, we are good to go. Let's go, where's this herb? Did a lot of urban last night. Let's go ahead and hearth, and we'll get our missions. And oh yeah, Deathbound Shard we're gonna put in today as well. We got our third Soulbind Empowered. Just Gammon, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. Good morning as well for 10 more minutes. Probably gonna get some problems disbanding it today, but I think we'll have more success than yesterday at least. Not really sure. It can't really be any worse. Like, no way, right? Like, 6 out of 7 keys disbanded. No way it could be that bad again, but by now I think people are a little bit more used to it.
What shall I craft next?
Gear, let's see. What's up, Metro? How are keys this week? Yeah, very bad. This has definitely been our worst week so far, but we're only 1 day into it. So we'll wait to say that for sure until we're sure that it's that bad. But alright, so that's everything. What's up, Enrage? How's it going, buddy? I did get gloves last night, and I got pants that were better than what I had. Versatility Mastery. I had like crit mastery or crit versatility or one of the, it's definitely crit something. Sound async today at Metromania running wild. I think it always starts sync. I don't know. It's so hard to tell because when I watch the VODs it's not like that. So the only thing I could think of is there's a driver update. Maybe it has something to do with that. I haven't downloaded it, but yeah, 252 gloves. So we did get considerably stronger. We're almost 250. Actually 251 in bags. Wow. That's pretty good. But yeah, we got this upgraded. Now let's get our Deathbound Shard and see what we get. And unfortunately we got that, which we'll never use, but the ones we definitely want to get, obviously Meat Shield, Hardened Bones, these would be really good. Hardened Bones continue to go up. It'd probably be like 12% with that. What do you think the completion rate will be today? Hopefully 100%, but I know it won't be. Hopefully more like 50-50 at least. Not, I mean, let's see what the actual stats are on 6 out of 7. I don't know what that number is, but yeah, 85% disband rate so far. So that's fun. But now that's just an anomaly of statistics. I'm from EU, and from what I see, most times if you're not Kyron, they won't invite you. Oh, wow, really? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Not a lot of Kyrian bears out there. I'm sure they're still getting invited. Theatoro del Plaza. Or del Pizza. Oh, I like... That's not real, right? It's a joke. Okay, theater. Any 20s. I don't know. Any 20s. No problemo. Oh, we never did the missions though. Fuck. Quickly do that. We got spires. Basically just trying to finish keys. I don't even have any aspirations of getting score this week. I'm sure there's a couple, like if we can get on a rhythm and maybe, I know I have a few 19s still. But spires should be one of the easier ones. Like again, we had, the issues we had yesterday were not really related to the dungeon. We got our like 75k thing yesterday, so now everybody is in the 50s at least. Very satisfying. Keep getting these, obviously. Is it a rough week? Beyond rough, yeah. Awful, awful, awful week. Regarding affixes, yeah. Well, that's the only... I mean, there's nothing wrong with the actual week out of the year. I mean, September. No issues in September. Wake me up when September ends, I guess. I really do want to get these missions done, but this shit takes so fucking long. Yeah, this week sucks. Face, long time no see. Hi, Evan. Okay, man. Can I just cancel this? Just send people out on some missions. Like, give experience real quick. This is gonna be the same problem, isn't it? A little bit faster. Wake me up when 915 launches. Good one. Alright, running out of time here. Okay. Anyway, I mean, sucks if you are a tank. Our DPS is free week. Free, yeah, I mean, range DPS never has to do anything but DPS. And then complain. I'm sure it's tough to complain a lot. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I've never tried it. Just kidding. I try it every week. Okay, so anyway, we have 20 spires here. Let's get the recording situation going. We got it. Very good. Eat up. Hellstones. Somewhat useful still. Sup, dude? Been dealing with a job change, and it's hard to make it sometimes. Also, haven't been playing WoW as much. Yeah, cool. No problem. Glad to see you regardless. Hope you're well. Well, you said you hope I'm well. I hope you're well. Maybe it cancels each other out, and now neither of us are going to be well. Huh. I hope that's not the case. Yeah, but if it is, let what terror may come. Here's right check. That's it. I think we're good. I think we're good on everything, right? Like I said, I did get a couple upgrades last night, so... Oh, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Yes, this was an issue yesterday. I still have the damage gem in. So obviously the absorb is going to be reduced by necrotic, you'd expect, but... It should be a lot better. I had the fucking damage gem in, man. I was wondering why I was doing like a lot of damage on some of the packs yesterday in the keys. I was like, wow, I'm really weird about this.
Mortals. The Forsworn have cut a swath through most of our forces. Vanquish their rear guard while I confront devils. Go in service.
Just did a couple keys, Metro. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Oh yeah, fucking Stingwing. Forgot all about it. Not a good comp for Sanguine, that's for sure. Yeah, it already does feel a lot better. I'm sure the gem has helped a tremendous amount. Necrotic reduced shields also, however, does not affect Druid Tank Legendary, correct? This we know. Honestly, I think Necrotic is not even the hard part about this week. Sanguine is a fucking another trash affix, man. It really is. It's kind of crazy. Like, look at how long this pack just took because of Sanguine. It had nothing even to do with Necrotic. Nothing at all. Just a really hard week, man. Where'd that thing go? Underneath the guy. Anyway, a couple seconds into the pack of my warrior and I already got a run. It just stacks up way too quick, man. It's just so silly. Just a bad, I don't know. Not good. It's I guess it's particularly noticeable now that you know, the tank changes have come in and stuff, but hey Ahmed, welcome, how you doing? I don't know like what a key with 0 deaths would have to look like this week. I really don't. It would have to be like an insanely good group. Shit like this anyway. Even post nerf it's still too fast. Well, most mobs you fight are not lieutenant mobs or whatever, so the nerf does not do anything to that.
You were the paragon of loyalty, Devils. And yet all this time it was you.
This week is so miserable. Balanced druids are so good this week. They drop necrotic with trees and they remove ads with sanguine. That's true, yeah. Just did a very slow hauls, 0 deaths, so yeah. Very slow, what does that mean? Imagine sanguine depths with the OG sanguine, the 1 minute sanguine. I mean, that was basically Toldagor. Toldagor with sanguine was the least fun thing I've ever done in Mythic Plus, I think. Hey Ricardo, what's up, buddy? Theater is easy this week, is it? Cool. Haven't done it yet. Let's see if we don't get another disband Tuesday. Yeah, well, I don't think it'll be as bad, one or the other. I'm sure people are starting to get a little bit more familiar with what's... I mean, most of those disbands were just nonsense. Like, I was looking back at it, and it's like, these should not be disbands. That fucking Warlock just rage quitting because he pulled the pack, that's not a disband. That guy's just a fucking idiot. This week is difficult as hell so far. Yep, difficult for everyone. The other side, Arnwield made me not want to run it again. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I have the other side as my key, and I was just thinking about how bad it's got to be. Imagine if you don't have Soul Shape to kite this week. Eh. If I didn't have Soul Shape, I would have the Kyrian Vial, which would be way better. Soul Shape is nice, but it doesn't really... It's not as valuable as you think, because again, most of the times I would like to kite. Mobs are not kiteable. The hard packs are all the packs that can't be kited effectively. Alright. Volcanic plumage.
None shall be spared.
Kyrian File only resets CD if you go out of combat. You can only use it maybe 5 times in a key. That's probably all I would need it for, to be honest. Between that and the standard kiting. It would be a not that bad week if it's not necrotic. Well, for me, obviously, yeah, no shit, but I think, honestly, I think Sanguine is harder than... I think Sanguine is causing more problems for the groups than necrotic is. Just sucks for me. Which one do you think is the most ruthless of the Mossworn? Uther? The other necrotic week was Tyrannical, so the trash died a lot quicker. Yep, I agree. I think Tyrannical Necrotic is the only thing that should ever exist because, like, especially now that Necrotic is, or Tyrannical is so easy, it balances things out. Like, that's one of the only affixes in the game that actually makes Tyrannical hard. Necrotic, you know? So, I think that's that's where it should be. But Fortified, like, trash is already very difficult, so not being able to actually tank it properly is very unfair. There's times when it seems like it's almost, like, so punishing that it's impossible to kill the pack efficiently. Pion not only removes stacks, it also makes you immune to them. Yeah, it's very good. I know this for sure. M, are you using Purifying Draft? It's a potion you pick up in Bastion, part of the treasures. I was told it removes bolstering. You mean necrotic? I'm not using anything that's not meant to be used now. Not currently, at least. Speaking of. These are still gonna snap, right? So nice. Guess they always jump behind if they go to their back, right? Serious question, was the value in having some weeks harder than others? Again, I was actually talking to Sign about this last night, but it's not intentional. Like, Blizzard is not trying to make weeks harder or easier. It's just what we have in the game, you know? Like, there's not much that is going to be able to be done about that. They try to balance it, but they can't just remove half the affixes, you know what I mean? Managed to complete any this week? We did get one yesterday, yeah, at the very end. By the way, they hotfixed the stamming buff abuse in Mythic Plus 2 days after the bug was exposed. This makes me think the Taz trinket is intended to work this way. It's probably, like I was saying a while ago, I think it's probably just not fixable. It's like coded this way, and it was like an unintended, like it was like an oversight, I think, you know? It's certainly not meant to work this way. Like, it's certainly not working properly, but it's probably the only way it can work, so I don't think it's going to be changing. I'd argue it is intentional. They purposely made Fortified weeks way more difficult than Tyrannical. Well, okay, besides that. I mean, like, actual affixes, not Fortified and Tyrannical. But they certainly did try to change the narrative on Tyrannical. That I agree with 100%. But again, when they created, what I'm saying is that when they created these affixes, they were not like, oh, this is a good affix to make the dungeon more difficult. This is a good affix to make the dungeon easier. And they're not doing that, you know what I mean? That's not the way it's being designed. Nice gateway, yeah, that was useless.
Listen to reason, devils. The Kyrian must stand united.
Not so long as you command them. The Forsworn will forge a new path for Bastion.
The good thing about this trinket is that it does actually work. Like, it's a very good trinket for this week. 100%. Do you know if there's a way to see how much enemy health was healed by Sanguine? Yep, it shows after the key. At least for me, I don't know. That double pull with the spear will be spicy. It's actually one of the easier pulls because we can guarantee that we won't get necrotic stacks. As long as people use the spear. On that tiger pack, you got to 30 stacks in like 5 seconds. Yeah, it was like, it's just, that's the problem with the affix. It's like so out of control, like how fast you get stacks at times. Just AFK. Lightning hoof. I will look into my damage meters. Yeah, it's there for sure. Should be healing done, I think, because that's where it shows up on mine. I don't know why, but it's probably just some feature. You also can't kite at a certain point because the stacks do damage themselves. The stacks don't do that much damage. I died there because I had the bleed and the stacks on me, so I couldn't be healed through the bleed. The stacks I've actually had like 99 stacks and been perfectly fine. If you have 99 stacks with full health, you will not die. But, yeah, usually that's never going to happen. That only ever happened in the snake room in Citralis. This guy gonna get the spear, or are we gonna have another one of these on our hands? Hey Metro, got any tips for heroic Fate Scribe? Guildies kept running around like chickens. Yeah, there's a great weak war that you really are gonna need to get. He forgot too. Is he gonna freak out? Is he gonna lash out?
For eons,
Darkness is mind command. Oh yeah.
purify ourselves.
What, you're playing a warlock?
Of our memories, our identities, our loved ones, all in the name of service. What do we serve? An impotent arbiter, an oppressive law. Our sacrifices were made for nothing.
Should I jump off? Oh my god, man, this mob is so fucking annoying. Wasted my interrupt, but that's a fine problem. Somebody else needs to interrupt now, good. This is your first key of the day, correct? Well, that kind of backfired. Okay, we really need to kill this mob. Like, this is the thing that sucks about this week. There's constantly one mob at 5% health, and it's changing how I'm playing the game, and that needs to not happen. It's already too difficult to fucking tank this week. I can't have, like, can't constantly think, okay, I need to move, and the mob never dies. That is just, I mean, there's nothing I can even get people to change about that. Like, they're just not aware that it's happening. And it's causing a lot of problems with both Sanguine and Necrotic. Sanguine is frustrating. Well, yeah, the Goliaths, but it's not even the Goliaths. It's all the other mobs. Like, people don't kill things properly. You only have a certain window to do certain things with these mobs that don't move. And when you got a mob at 5% health for 30 seconds, it's quite taxing mentally as a tank. God forbid Blizzard makes the fixes fun and engaging. They're definitely engaging, that's for sure. We really just talked about how engaging they were. Fun, the challenges part is meant to be fun, so. For me as a tank though, I feel like it's borderline unfair, not fun. The challenge is all lopsided. But I do think a lot of that is because I'm pugging. If I had a team that with 4 other people that actually cared about me playing well and doing my best, then it would be a lot easier. That's the complete opposite in pugs. What would be some other fixes you'd like to see? None. I don't really think about stuff like that. I feel like that's just setting yourself up for disappointment when you start. Oh, this is what I would like to see, and it never happens. Why bother, you know? Alright, so this pack won't be too bad. We got Rune Weapon coming up shortly here. It's up as soon as we engage. Use AMZ or AMS early. I probably should use AMZ too, yeah. Wouldn't hurt. Infernal Strike does a lot. So this mob's not kiteable, but we get lucky there. They should give Necrotic same treatment as Storming, completely nerf it to the ground. Should just remove it, honestly. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's working the way it was intended to work, honestly. It's just way too many mobs that can't be kited. Well, we're done with trash, effectively. That's all the hard stuff. Or make any mob that can be slowed not apply necrotic either.
This is
No, they tried to do that. That's what the lieutenant change was, the 50% thing. But it still doesn't work out. Maybe debuff needs to be shorter. That'd be interesting. Yeah, like what is it now? 8 seconds? I don't actually know.
Witness radiance.
I think it should just be dispellable. I've been talking about this for years. I don't know why it can't be dispellable.
You cannot match my alacrity.
Like, even if you have to make it worse, then that's fine, but it just seems strange. Like, it's the only affix in the game that you have, like, basically no control over as a tank. And you know, everybody's like, just kite. It's like, okay, yeah, I could kite, maybe. let's assume we can kite 100% of the time we're fighting trash. But that's not tanking, you know what I mean? Like, then I don't have threat, then the mobs are not getting interrupted, then like a bunch of other stuff is happening. It's just like so much to ask. It's so much to ask of a tank. To constantly have to worry about not being meleeed. I mean, that's your job. You're supposed to be meleeed. It's so bizarre how backwards the concept is. The fact that it's not removable in any definitive way is so odd. Oh. Almost walked right into Soga down there. Care. Make sure we don't do that.
From the shadows, I witness your demise.
If it's dispellable, then it will be a non-affix. No, like I mean like raging, right? Raging is not a non-affix. There's got to be some way you can remove it. There's got to be some way other than not be in melee. Wait, what?
We sacrifice because we must.
What'd you do?
Mortal burdens would only impede our sacred duty.
No, it was a mortal who exposed the folly of your edicts.
Anyway, well, just make it dispel like 10 stacks each time. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, it doesn't, maybe it needs a little more tuning, but the fact that nobody can remove it is really hard to believe. And the fact one Covenant can remove it, yeah, I mean, that's just the Covenant system. Have you tried bear tanking? No, I haven't tried bear tanking at all this season. What else? Maybe on hard weeks like this, allow us to get extra time from kills. Doesn't AMS work on Necrotic? No, it's... Oh my god, what is going on? Because they fucking pulled Sogadon for some reason. Fucking game, man. It's insane. Actually insane. They made all the useful stuff in Kyrene or Venthyr, did they? Ouch. You wish. What's up? He came to check up on you. This game just finds ways to amuse me. Just tuned in. Keys going well like yesterday. Going slightly better, I guess, so far. Another downgrade coming, but at least we'll finish this one, I guess. I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen like a group. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. You have to admit, yesterday was quite funny. Yeah, there was some interesting moments for sure. They shouldn't allow it on fortified weeks. They aggroed Sogadon and took the angel to you. Yes. Talent. No, that didn't take any talent. Hey, Sarah, speaking of talent, welcome. And before Warrior forgets Spear, it looked like he was going to again, yeah. The Legend of the Flying Sogadon. That's so funny, man. When the warrior started criticizing your paneling in the room, I didn't think you could take an angel in combat. What probably happened was the healer was the one who came over here. He probably just had hots or something on the person who died to Sogadon, and then that put him in combat after Sogadon, or after the guy died, you know?
A great evil.
Have you watched Attack on Titan? Great question. I actually did watch it a long time ago. Me and Simo, actually. He got me into it. But I haven't watched it in a very long time. I think there was like 2 seasons when I just stopped watching it, and then I remember trying to catch up on like the 3rd season or something, but I did follow it because the story is actually very interesting to me. I really like the concept of the story, so I remember reading like all the manga or whatever it was to catch up on the actual story, but I haven't watched the anime in years. Why do you ask about that? Attack on Titan was like the quintessential, like, the start of this is like the best idea I've ever seen in literature, and the end of this is so fucking convoluted, it's hard to remember the start. It feels like Game of Thrones in that way, honestly. But I don't know much about what's happening with it now. I'm just watching it now. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I accidentally spoiled a little bit there, but it's very, yeah, it's like quite modern too. Like, I don't know. Feels very well done. You're still golfing, correct? Hopefully we'll continue to golf as the season progresses into fall. I got a bunch of long pants and stuff, so. No, I get what you're saying about it already. I'm about to start season 3. Oh, okay, yeah, you're, yeah, so you're already past. Basically, like, once season 2 starts, it's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? I don't know how far, like, these big breaks happen in the story, but, like, it starts getting really strange. Like, it's like, wait, what the actual fuck? This was, like, it almost makes me think, like, whoever wrote this shit was like, oh, I have this fucking awesome idea. Oh, but how are you gonna finish it? Oh, I have no idea. That's what it felt like to me. It was like, this story was written off, like, the most interesting premise I think I've ever seen, and then it's like, oh yeah, but how do we close this story? Oh right, fuck, we don't have any good ways to do that. I think that's what it felt like. I don't know. It's interesting though.
All who oppose us will be destroyed. None may stand against the Paragon.
Evangelion vibes. Yeah, I've never really watched anime, to be honest. The only reason I watched that was because at the time Siler was really big into it, and he got Simo addicted to it, and then he got me into it, I guess. So. It's just like a bunch of people I knew were watching it, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. It did seem like when I was told what it was, I was like, holy fuck, that sounds amazing. And it was, to be honest. It was very interesting. But then, like, the longer it goes, the weirder it gets, pretty much. The story writing weird, not like the plot weird. Like the plot's whatever, but like the way it's approached, the way like I don't know. I don't want to say too much. That Locke really likes to lay down, yeah. Did we just let one hit? Oh, hey Metro, I usually don't get a chance to watch live, but I enjoy your content. You have helped me with my own tanking, and I started doing Mythic with Season 2. Up to 7s and 8s now. Oh, let's go, man, Grants. Let me know if you have any questions. This guy has now died 7 times. I've only died 1 time, it's surprising. Locks can be sleepy, can't be helped. It's that demonic blood, yes. You're right, actually, about this. Key lock gear is probably red. Oh, the lock gear. Yeah, maybe. Someone dropped an orb in BFE. Yep. He has 15k health. You're right. His gear's entirely broken. Are you like actually playing the game with your gear broken? Surely what didn't just break now? Like, why would you even take the res? He's still like over there trying to do damage too. It's like, what do you? I know he's just over there. If warlocks only had some kind of mobility, like demonic gate. Are you Does he not realize his gear's broken?
I can still fight.
Like, oh my god, this might be like the most clueless group I've played with. Guess I'll just get him myself. That lieutenant more than likely wrecked his cloth. Sorry, didn't notice. What a strange game. On the bright side, these mobs shouldn't ever be a threat. Mist is the last dungeon I need to time 20. Do you recommend Shroud skipping the first ad at the start? Yeah, if you have a rogue, yeah, definitely I would recommend that. This might be like the most like oblivious group I've ever participated in a group with. Like they not actually. I mean, like all the bizarre ass mistakes that has gone on in this dungeon. We fucking somebody just pulls Sogadon. Like, what are you doing? We're skipping it.
The Mars dark magic coalesces here. Remove it at the source.
It's funny to think about that. When you or I repair, they just gotta like hammer in the dents in our armor, right? But Jeeves gotta act like a sewing kit. Yes, no, you're right actually. It's a good point. I always wondered how that functions. Ours have like, yeah, little notches, maybe some buffing to get the paint back to normal. But, yeah. It's a good point. How is this a 20 key? Great question. This guy's 2200. Oh, he's almost 23. Most people are pretty good though.
But you refuse to see the
At least they should be doing 20s, it looks like.
flawed, that we serve a lie. And so, I listen.
Mage DPS is cut gear.
I learned
Mage
of the great
DPS is cut
injustice
gear is
you
red.
and the others
Hi
thrust
chat, Miss
upon
Sarah,
me.
Mr. Metro, how are we all today, I hope? Hey Theo, what's up? I'm alright, I suppose.
Free us from the prison we have built for ourselves.
They have to be trolling. I don't even get this type of players doing 18 on Alliance and EU. Oh, Alliance, yeah.
And I'm more
Yeah, I guess that
than
seals the deal then. If you don't get them on Alliance, then this is definitely a trolling group. It's honestly, legitimately, this might be the, might be the strangest group. I don't know. I probably said that before, but we had somebody just pull Sogadon when we're like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's pretty obvious that I intended to skip that. Oh, what the fuck is this now? Oh my god, what is happening? Watching your streams, I am always in awe how often DPSers just seem to wing it and get their score by grouping / keys where the stars align. That's so common. Yep, 100%. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, that's probably true where you live. Wait, Alliance still exists? It does, yeah. It's good for leveling challenges. What a clown fiestas, laughing face. Permadeath lock, flying Sogo, and double pull angel. This key is awesome. It is a very unique key. Time for a disband? Oh, if it disbands now, I mean, that would be embarrassing as shit. Spend an hour with all this nonsense, I'm sure. Disbanding now would not be in the cards. Come on, die, die, die. Yeah, I don't do any damage. Okay, successfully did not die. After the puzzle boss, do the maze doors all open? I've seen people backtrack to get more count, but the camera angle didn't show me how. It does, but you cannot backtrack to get more count. They go away. After the boss dies, that's it. They go away. The audio is cutting in and out. Is that my phone or the stream? Your phone. So, yeah, it's definitely there's a lot of reported issues recently, but on my end there is no issues from what I can tell. I wish I had a better angle on some of these things because these things are like very odd and I don't know how they're happening. They keep happening every few minutes here. What about running down the side instead of jumping down the waterfall? Is that still possible? I've never done it before, so I have no idea. Have it on my desktop and the stream is fine. Sweet.
May I tempt you with my wares?
He sells food and stuff too. Yeah, it's that the phone network decompression rate can't keep up with the high quality content. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is. Alright, we are in the home stretch now. What other hilarity could ensue? I don't know if there's any left. Maybe somebody falls off? Never seen that before. That might be one to take a look at. A little late on the spear, but better late than never, as they say. Someone will grab the spear and miss. That could happen. That's actually not that ridiculous, though. That does happen. What's he doing? That's not a good spot at all. Latsu's brother walked off. He was the tank. Oh.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Thanks. Welcome back, buddy. Glad to have you back. What about people dying to charge? That's pretty normal too, to be honest. If you fall off during boss, pretty sure an angel catches you. Oh yeah. Well, that's nice of them. Oh cool, we just battle res this guy after dying to... That's a really great battle res. Yeah, this is definitely the most oblivious group I've ever been a part of. There's no doubt. It's really just two guys. I don't even know what the healer's contribution is in all this, but... I have to say, the healer has to take some of this blame, because if you ever take the angel while somebody's fighting a lieutenant... and then snap it, it's like, wow, that's pretty bad.
5, 4,
With your spear in hand,
2,
I will take
1.
the age of the forsworn paragons to lead the Kyrian.
The jailer has twisted your mind, devils. You must be stopped.
This spear
No
shall
matter the
pierce
cost.
your heart.
MDI strats with the lieutenant snap? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have combined 2 lieutenants there. Oh, that would have been interesting. Well, that's what I should do. We should pull Sogadon and then take the Angel and have him snap up there, and then I'll pull the fire guy. Incinerator Varuth or whatever that name is. The healer's like sole job is to be aware, so I would say he shoulders some blame. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
The Archon spear is mine to wield.
What a fancy bunch of lads.
The winds howl in rage.
Speaking of fancy lads, did you see that UFC card this weekend? What's that guy's name? Paddy Pimplett. You guys see this dude? That dude's gonna be... I'm not taking it. When do you guys do it? Next up, healer dies outside the immunity bubble. Okay, we did it. Paddy the Batty. Yeah, dude. That dude is actually a very interesting human being. Oh no, it's like when you got on the snapping kick in BFA. Snap everything. Yeah, I remember that actually. We were snapping the lieutenants or whatever, the corruptors, what were they called? He is awesome. Yes, because you had to run anyway, so I thought it was fun.
This spear shall pierce your heart.
I hope a guy like that stays healthy because I feel like he lives a... He does some things that make me think he's gonna get injured. And hopefully that won't happen. It was like a kid in a candy shop. Yeah, for real. I remember that. It was fun. I like the mage's name. I haven't seen anyone named Maurice since Maurice Mo Cheeks from the 76ers. Right. Okay, there's another bingo card check mark. Priest dies outside the bubble. Good thing we battle res the warrior on trash. That was productive. Alright, oh, okay, so now we battle res. So now we don't have a healer. Holy fuck, this is actually the worst group. Wow.
The winds howl in rage.
Mortals, take up my
Oh man.
spear.
What happens if you fall off? Let's find out. Oh, you can't fall off? Nope, that guy fell off. You were a very patient man considering such a run. I mean, this is better than anything we had yesterday. Where do you find these guys? They're in the group finder. Oh, and now it's a disband. Okay. Alright. Hey guys, welcome on YouTube watching this in post. What the fuck is going on? Well, alright. That was definitely the most interesting key I've done all season, I feel like. I don't know. Who leaves at the last boss? Yeah, I really don't know. Oh well, we gave it our best try, guys. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, for real. What the actual fuck? At least it made you use Bloodlust, that's true. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Both the Battle Res and Warrior accepted that, or the Brazilian and the Warrior accepted.
Insert witty comment JK, random Metro support plug.
Alright, thanks a lot. Sun Gaming, $10. You've been very generous recently. Much appreciated. Thanks for doing it. That was a really fucking bizarre. Yeah, this is the best key ever. Yeah, this is actually the best key ever. I think this actually is more interesting than yesterday's key where the guy... I wonder how many people actually saw that. That guy, somebody was like, you basically get the spear, and he said, fuck you. It turned into this big argument. Did you manage to time a key? Yesterday we did, yeah. Keys are wild this week. I mean, that has, again, nothing to do with the week. Nothing to do with the week. That could have happened just as likely last week, I think. Alright, anyway, we gotta add that to the list. Another disband. Wow, man, what a fucking weird game we played. That one's actually enjoyable though. 20, disband, spires, and stuff like that happens. I just love this game, man. I'll tell you what. Stuff like that is just too good. I'm so glad I get to experience it with other people too, because if this happened off stream, it wouldn't be anywhere near as funny. It'd just be like one of those silly stories of like, hey, oh my god, I gotta tell you about this key, and then people would probably like not really even believe you, you know? This key is a real piece of work. How these people made it to 20 is really something. Most likely a 19 necrotic wake, probably an 18 necrotic wake. I think a lot of good players you were with the previous weeks are moving further up the keys. Yeah, definitely the case. What do you think of Darren Till? Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like his career is going in the wrong direction. But he's still a good fighter, obviously. I mean, is there any actual possibility of getting score this week? If so, what would I need to do? 21 fortified. Okay, so that one is one to sign up for. Because I still think this is an easy key, like legitimately. We've had 0 success with it, but I still think this is one of the easier keys. Darren Till from Terran Mill. No. Do you still use Dodge Trinket for Necrotic Week? No. Okay. No, I don't think that's better than this trinket, but maybe. This trinket works regardless of necrotic, so I think, anyway. I assume it does. I don't see any indication that it doesn't, but maybe it does. Okay, so what other dungeons would we need to do? So I still have a 19. What is the other side 19? Yeah. And the other side, oh, 19 Plaguefall as well? Okay, there's a Plaguefall. Plaguefall. They need a tank, and that's just the kind of guy I am. Dodge Trinket? You remember that it came with Mechagon or whatever? And I used it at the end of Season 4 of BFA. I think I used it exclusively. I don't think I ever took it off. Did you happen to try out the Heroic Guardian Trinket or not yet? I still don't have it, yeah. Still don't have it. You see, I got a 252 scale out of my chest yesterday. Oh, did you? Nice. That's lucky. I still have not gotten one from this season, so that's not lucky. Okay, well, we have a Plaguefall. Sanguine in here? Oh, unfortunately, it means we won't be able to do the trick with the...
What is your quarry?
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Strike.
Darren. Well, oh, is that Darren Till? Welcome. I didn't mean to talk shit about your career, man. Sorry. You're still more successful than I would ever be. Would you scale if you had it? Yeah, definitely. On a week like last week, 100%. Especially if I had a 252, obviously it'd be huge. Is that Darren Till? I think it might be, yeah. There's no way BFA trinket is worth using? No, no way. Not with this trinket. There's a lot of good trinkets this season. It was good last season, or last expansion at the end there, because you were able to get any secondary stat you wanted. And dodge is way better of a tank stat than people realize. But it's now completely over. Over which trinket? Oh yeah, we talked about this a ton. I would use it over the shard. The shard is basically just a worse version of the scale when I don't need big offense constantly. Or big defense constantly. And that was pretty much last week in a nutshell. It was super overkill to have that on. This week, though, couldn't be further from the truth. And it's probably way better this week because I assume that is not reduced by necrotic, but maybe. How did raid go last night? Pretty good. Yeah, really good clear yet again, but probably going to struggle to have 20 again tonight, so. Yet again, the boss may be elusive, but we'll see. Shard is even better this week with necrotic? Yeah, definitely. I assume it doesn't get reduced by necrotic. Red slimes don't drop sanguine puddles. Oh, you sure? You mean a chance for 100% melee damage reduction is good? No way. What's up? Oh, dodging. Yeah, no, I mean, it is, but I'm just saying most people didn't realize how important that could be for a tank. I'm surprised they haven't nerfed Soul Render yet. Oh, yeah? Is it looked at as a hard fight? I mean, I assumed it wasn't. And I assumed we were just really, really bad. Would you run a file of putrefaction? No, not in keys. Definitely not. I mean, wait, what is the codex? Oh, this? No. These are tanking trinkets, right? These are trinkets that help me tank. That trinket is just helping me do offense, which I don't prioritize, especially not this week. That's correct about the red slimes. Okay, well, we can do it then. What do you think about the new Legion Mythic Plus and the affix? I made a whole video on all that stuff, so you can go check it out. But the affix wasn't something I talked about at the time. I don't know anything about the affix, so there's nothing to talk about still. But I don't think it's going to be very fulfilling, but hopefully it will be. I think it's harder than the other one as long as you have some priests. Gotcha. What is your guild's progression in Sanctum at? We've been 3 of 10 for a very long time. We are having a lot of trouble with Soul Render and also having players. If anybody out there is looking for a raiding guild, it raids 2 nights a week, 7 to 11 Eastern, and has been raiding together since mid-Wrath of the Lich King. Let me know, as we're looking for DPS. Gonna talk to a guy this week, I think, and probably still need another player after that, so. What's the affix for Legion? We don't know yet. It's just data mined to be called, like, Inferna or Infernal or something. 72 ally guilds. Nerfs will happen the week after allies get Hall of Fame. It's how they've done Hall of Fame since it was a thing. Yeah, you're right. Soul Render is kind of overtuned. I have to agree. I didn't realize it, but it's like ridiculously overtuned. I feel like the amount of times people just get one shot in that fight, I really don't get it. Like, it's a very strange encounter. Between that and the fact that we actually just hit the Enrage last night, I mean, we had a lot of deaths and a lot of mistakes, but I'm very surprised to see we hit an Enrage with the amount of power we have right now. It's very surprising. What's your current raid progress? 3 of 10. We had a 9% wipe to Soul Render last night as the Enrage. Are you re-clearing or extending the lockout? Re-clearing, yes. Whenever it's Necrotic Week, I hope we can do Legion. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great point. What are they going to do if it's fucking push week when that happens? The incoming damage is pretty insane. It's shocking at times. It's like, where did that death come from? It's not something I understand at all. Like, to this day, we've done 4 nights of progression on this now, and I still have no idea how people die. I don't know what's happening at all. Yeah, but I'm telling you, people running around like chickens with their heads cut off that last... Oh, no, 100% agree with that, yeah. It'll get better the more pulls we get into the Enrage, but I'm just shocked that we hit an Enrage. I'm very shocked. That mage again? Wait, which one? Clearstone? I don't recognize them. Never mind, it's a druid with the weird aura. Al Capone. Oh, yeah. A lot of people have this. There's lots of people with this. Hopefully we can get to Painsmith this week. Sweets. Good luck. Wait, Blood Legion. 1 of 10 mythic, so I don't know about that. Okay, so the last time we did Necrotic Plague Fall, we made a really, really dumb mistake. I'm not going to make that mistake here. That weak or macro, whatever it is, isn't even funny. That's what I was saying in that video from the weekend. It's just like super childish, and it just makes me completely disinterested in this person.
5,
Have you seen the top
4,
Alliance GMs
3,
wrote a Reddit
2,
post? No.
1.
That is the Blood Legion. He just must be an alt or casual. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess you're right. They're on Illidan, too.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone to kill me.
What video is it that you talked about the Legion Mythic Plus? The one that I released after they announced all the features? Like an hour-long video.
Will soon be mine.
One of the more ruthless Moss.
There was a weak core that makes everything you type into Uwu language, laughed Maffeo. Oh yeah. Hopefully Sanguine doesn't cause too many issues here. And that guy's feared into the back. Somehow he's not pulled the back. You don't even know what's killing people, honestly. It's good because it reminded me to eat. I am a habitual food forgetter. Oh yeah. Yeah, facts, he killed it. Did you see him post it? He posted a picture of it. I did. I got the mount and the cloak. Well, that's lucky. I'm surprised they gave you the mount after you fucked them last region. Was that not you? Oh boy, these pugs are so bad. Yep. Bad after bad after bad. You can't avoid being feared, so. This key already donezo. Yeah, not really, but. No, I haven't been paying attention to Discord. No, it's all good,
yeah. Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Yeah, Jay of the People, thanks a lot. Oh, the video about thoughts on 915. I'll be back, going to go watch it. Sweet man, we'll be here. $159 pulls, which I guess is about average. Yeah, it's pretty good.
To the victor goes the anima. Claim your power, Maw Walkers.
Yeah, the Reddit post from Alliance was like the top 7 Alliance GMs, and it basically was like, we weren't even as good as your top guilds, but we want to stay Alliance. But we want to stay Alliance, but raid. That is their right? I mean, I don't. What was the point of the post? I don't really get it. Basically just wanting cross-faction raiding. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I think they should definitely consider it. They have to change the whole game, though, for it to work, but I think they should. Hey, what's up, Craig? Hello to you as well. Hello to everyone, I agree. You should make a video about the post, should I? No. I don't play Alliance, so I don't know what I would talk about, but... Did a 15 earlier, and this mage pulling extra wiped us, told him not to pull for me, and he just said, KK, bye, and left 1 minute into the key. He pulled that much in 1 minute. That's a strange story. I think guilds like ours would benefit. There would be an influx of people. Yeah, not really, unfortunately, but it would be good for the game, 100%. The problem with guilds right now is nobody wants to join a guild. Like, faction, maybe it sucks at like higher levels of competition or something, but you just can't get people to want to actually be in a guild in 2021. And we've had so many like good additions over the last year or so, and none of them stick around, you know? They're just not interested in what else the guild is besides the raid team. Have you tried Venthir yet? Nah. No interest in Venthir. I mean, I tried it in the alpha, obviously, but... Thinking about maybe Frost Nova and these are doing something to stop them from just running into the guy? Or not really? Do you think they will do it? I think they will have to, yes. It's just a matter of when. I just want to join a good guild that runs Mythic raids. I'm outgearing all my heroic raid pugs, but I'm basically running solo since my guild's dead. Yeah, sure. Well, if you're on US and you're interested in playing in Fire Tree Horde, let me know. We could have a talk. 10.0? Yeah, it definitely won't be this expansion, yeah. You think you'll try out some other covenants in 915? Will I try them? Yeah, probably. But will I use them? No. Certainly, Venthir won't be the one that I use the least. I would love to be Kyrian right now. Like, if I could be Kyrian right now, I would be. And if I could be Necrolord for Dormazane, I probably would be. But I probably will always be Night Fae for keys. And probably Night Fae still for most raid bosses because the blink is so valuable. Fae seems the worst for blood. Yeah, I don't think it is, to be honest. I think people really overlook how good the soulbinds are. I mean, maybe the ability is the worst one for blood, but there's a lot more than just the ability at play. And having a blink is insanely valuable too. Like, I can't stress that enough. Having a blink as a tank is absolutely insane. I think Kyrian DK is getting a buff. I would say it's getting a nerf. Because the only time I would use it would be on single target scenarios. So that just makes it worse. But I guess it's getting a buff for Mythic Plus, yeah. Blink is great, but teleport's better? No, no way. Blink's way better. Being able to blink in the middle of combat is so huge. Especially on Necrotic, honestly. For pure sadomasochism, I try LFR to see how weird people can be. What a joke to see how people have zero interest and are clueless. And so damn toxic, damn. Yeah, it's weird. LFR is so weird. People just like aren't actually interested in like actually doing the content, right? I thought their covenant ability is changing from 50% chance to 100% on other than primary target, but damage reduced by 10%. Yeah, that's what's happening. Soul Shape hard carries and saves lives, right? Would take it over any other. Yes, it's the best one of all four for sure. Day to day, it's obviously situational for some, but yep, no sanguine, you're right.
Intruders, you will be devoured.
There's no way dragging that mob over for a minute and a half is worth it on a fortified boss. Oh, it's definitely worth it, yeah. I mean, it's not supposed to look like that, obviously, but doesn't mean you don't do it. When are you planning some healing keys? No plans currently. We're gonna... What? Hello? Druid and mage not standing in A. Look at this, man. I think it's 100% worth. Yes, definitely worth it. Not like you don't have to kill the mob anyway. Takes a while, but it's like not meant to be, so people just don't know what they're doing there.
It's a mere taste of what the plague can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
We're gonna probably not upgrade this key, unfortunately. Thinking about ways that I could try to make it an upgrade, but yeah, it's just unrealistic to work out. Wrapping back around, what's your guild's sign-up process? All right. I'll trial for whatever. I like your content and would join active raiding guilds. Yeah, we don't really have a sign-up process. It's just like the guild's all about like community, you know. So if you want to join, just message me in Discord and we'll find a time to talk. I just want there to be like, you know, amicable like conversation before anybody joins. That's all I care about. It's just making sure people are on the same page socially. Do the other 20 with the group? Yeah, no thanks. I watched your Mythic raiding last night. Fun as always to watch decent raid leading. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at it over time, but yeah, just message me on Discord. I mean, maybe you could use the red slime buff on the other packs, but I think that won't be that great since the mobs require some movement and interrupts, and the bosses just get knocked every once in a while. But pretty much all 5 people can benefit from haste buff on boss, yeah. Scale Shackle. Shackle does a ton of burst damage. What is that? Seems like the group doesn't quite know why the key is depleting, and they never do. Because they're playing DPS. Why waste time in this key? You only need it for IO. I need completions, dude. I've done 8 keys and we haven't finished one, so. We have finished only one. Yeah, at this rate, we might not even get 4 keys done this week. Okay, that's another disband. It's probably up to 90% now. Plaguefall 20. Disband. Another Holy Priest. And you see their Sanguine on the chart. Mage, Demon Hunter, Druid. Yes, this key is dead. That's fine. All I care about is finishing him at this point. I always wondered why you put the yellow diamond in your title. For a while you had blue shapes in there too. So it's like remarkable, yeah. So people notice it. Alright, let's go find our next group. Why don't you just do 15s? No interest in 15s. Let's see actually really quick what the stats are. Yeah, we're up to 88.89% disband rate. That's funny. Alright, what do we got? I don't know if I should even do Necrotic Break anymore, honestly. We have a 21 fortified already? No, we don't. Alright, we'll do it. It should be the easiest key regardless, I feel like, but it's definitely the one that's the most impacted. I don't even want to play my Bloody K this week. I'll do one, maybe 4 15s for the vault and play a DPS alt. I just don't enjoy it. Gotcha. Metro always with the 200 IQ play. Title is all psychological, right? Yeah, you're right. It's pretty much the reason there's a diamond in it. Halls would also. I feel like Halls would be very easy, but if it's this far down, the guy's probably AFK. So what other keys do we still need? I'm fortified. The other side 19. We have Plaguefall 19 still. That's pretty much it. And everything else is 21. Like I said before, YouTube streaming is very new to me outside this channel. I think discovery of live channel is enough, so whatever helps is good in my eyes. Yeah, it's really... Oh, wait, it's tough. Yeah, no, it's not really tough. I mean, that's the good thing about YouTube. It does, like, actually, like... It encourages people to watch it, you know? Whereas Twitch, it's the complete opposite. Twitch is like... They don't give a fuck. They literally don't give a fuck. What's your key? The other side, yeah. The other side got to be very rough this week. How do you think Blizzard did with the balancing of affixes for Fort and Tyrannical? So we were also talking about this yesterday too. So even though I am liking how they change things and how they've completely flipped the narrative on Tyrannical, which I think is very good for the psychology of the player, I do think they have fucked it in the same way. So like, look at this, right? Tyrannical weeks are now so much easier than fortified weeks, back to back. Like, it seems like every single time, right? And it's actually, I feel like it's kind of harming the player base because people are like, they're just like giving up so fucking quick now. It's like that last week was so fucking easy compared to this week that nobody even wants to try now, it seems. And I don't think that's good either, so I don't know. It seemed like they had a good idea in their hands, but they didn't really, it didn't work out very well. The golf, man, look at that. Twitch just puts the biggest balloons on the spotlight and says, screw actual gaming skill. They just don't have any type of discovery metric, yeah. They don't seem to care about promoting their members or their streamers. Hey, Metro Spixer, I have a question for you. What is the key to handle those fixes, I guess? Don't play, I guess. There's not really much you can do, unfortunately. This is without question the hardest tanking week in existence. Both affixes are pretty much exclusively on the tank. Or dramatically on the tank, let's put it that way. Mist might be fun. And this guy's a golfer. Sorry for my bad English. Yeah, no worries, dude. I know not everybody's a Polytoad. Couple of good guys in this group name-wise. This guy's in cat form. What's he doing? He's balanced. All right, good. Keys going any better today? No. At least they're more interesting, though. Today's been very interesting. Most Fort Weeks have terrible combos, yeah. In order to play a DPS in 20+, you should be required to tank at least a 15. That would not really work out, but it's an interesting premise. Yeah, it definitely would be good if people had a better understanding of the game outside of DPS, that's for sure. Let's see what he has to say. I'd say so. All right. Well, as long as he would say so. That's all that matters. Here we go. Dealing with the necrotic effects. Mythic plus tip of the week. There you go. No diamonds in the rough here. Oh, trying to make small talk in a key? How dare you? I'm just interested in hearing what he had to say about golf because it's a rare crossover. I don't feel like. I actually think like golf and WoW go hand in hand. It's so interesting. They're really so similar in so many ways. Do you work? I work on YouTube, yes. This is my job. Putting up with this fucking shit that I put up with is more stressful than most jobs, it feels like. Where's Metro Golf Tune? Oh yeah, there's no really there's no like golf tune, so I wouldn't name it that, but
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
maybe there'll be a golf transmog someday. I do enjoy a monk as well. Alright. Okay. At how many stacks does healing basically become not possible? I don't know. It depends on the pack. I guess, I don't know though, because it's a tank. I'm actually not sure. It depends. I don't look at it that way, I guess is the thing. Hello, Metro. Hopefully the keys have gone better today. You'd be hopeful, but you'd be wrong. Okay, so the big thing is just not having them all die on top of the big dude. And that's not that hard to pull off, to be honest. Well, it is when we have that shit going on. Shit, that's gonna hit me. Okay, we drop stacks here. Good. Trees actually did not really help us there. Okay, that definitely could have went worse. I wanted to play that game since 10 years ago, but I couldn't since my country. We can't buy anything outside of the country, and we don't have WoW. So I could only play on private servers. Damn. Do you mind me asking what country that is? I was just healing at 20 theater, and the tank had 45 stacks. Every heal I didn't move his health, and he wasn't attempting to drop them. No, you can't. I mean, yeah. From like an objective standpoint, there's an answer to that question, but I don't really care what the answer to that question is my point. So you just, as the healer, you have to recognize when you're wasting your mana, basically. Imagine if Crimson Rune wasn't in the game. Yeah, you're right. It would be a lot harder. Yeah, this guy actually knows how to do it. I'm gonna say North Korea. I don't think you would have internet access if he was from North Korea. Okay, it worked. I imagine if Reprisal wasn't in the game, I probably wouldn't be tanking at all on Warrior. Oh, wow. Warrior does look fun right now. I wish I had more interest in... Oh, I don't... The problem is I have a Blood Elf Warrior. This is how fucking... I have a Blood Elf Warrior, but I really don't like Blood Elf anymore. I'm just done with it. But I really don't want to drop the character as Blood Elf because it looks really good as a Blood Elf. So I was thinking about leveling a second warrior, and I just don't have time for it. I do have that no-spec warrior that I could convert, and yeah, so we didn't do it. Anyway, Spirit Link could have saved all the risky pulls, but sadly I am playing Mistweaver. Gotcha. Yeah, Spirit Link's good this week, obviously. I will use the gnome toy. I like their animations better.
One of the more ruthless Maw-Sworn draws close. Be ready.
Oh, Balance Druid got feared on Varuth? It's hard to believe. Is he gonna leave? Have you ever been to a concert? Yes, I have certainly been to concerts. The one that I will name today is Tom Petty. I was at a very memorable Tom Petty concert. I have a very funny story about that concert too. We went to like the lawn or whatever, like not the seats but the grass area, and we were next to these guys who were like very drunk. Or I don't even know if they were drunk, to be honest, but they were having a very good time, let's put it that way. And there was like, there's so many people in this area, it's kind of crowded, right? So me and my girlfriend at the time, we went, and these guys were like, we were kind of like laughing at them. Like, I thought they were funny, but they were obnoxious, I guess. Like today, I would probably not be satisfied being next to them. But when we were kids, I just thought it was funny. So these guys are like throwing, like they're like actually just like throwing beer at this point. Like they're just like throwing beer, and it like lands on a woman in front of us, basically. And the woman turns around and is like, hey! Basically like scolds them like, you fucking assholes, you've been yelling all night here, doing something bad all night here, don't you have any class? And the guy gets up to her and shoves her to the ground. He's like, bitch, we're from Jersey, we don't have any fucking class. I'll never forget that as long as I live, man. That shit was so funny. How does a hunter trap them and not pull? He does pull. He drops threat with... Oh, that's the wrong... The wrong option. Anyway, yeah, he does pull.
A great evil lurks nearby. Expel it with haste.
No. Anyway, Joyzy. Typical Jersey response too, yeah. Like fucking like assaults her. He's so funny. I'll never forget that. We're from fucking Jersey. We don't have any fucking class. I'll never forget that. I bet that girl would remember that too. I haven't talked to that girl in like 15 years, but I bet to this day she'll remember it. It was like such a memorable moment, honestly. Oh, we're not dropping stacks. So we killed the lieutenant, but that's it. Maybe we are. They kind of do nothing for a little bit there. But yeah. So. Anyway, surely there's a way with feign death. Yep. Yeah. So you pull it, you get in combat, and then you feign off the threat, and then that's it. The trap does get them in combat, but if they're the first two, they can feign and drop threat. Yep. And then you beat them up. Quad dot. Another disbando? Probably, but... I've been struggling mightily this week. Really? I'm surprised. This is kind of pretty nuts, actually. This feels like when you're having like an incredibly good golf round. At first, you're like, wow, I made a birdie. That's surprising. Oh, another couple pars? Huh. It's early in the round, though. This is just an anomaly. Oh, wow. I'm ready to shoot my personal best here. There's no way this can continue. That's where we're at in the round right now. I almost wish we didn't get that upgrade, because that would be even more interesting. Okay, that was a shadow... Oh, shadow. Shaman, I mean. A shadow shaman. Hunter, warrior, and bombkin. Another disband in the books. And the stats are now at 90% on the dot. Another one bites the dust. Honestly, cannot remember. Have we had necrotic fortified before on other seasons? Let's take a look at it, actually. Season 1, I definitely don't think we did. I'm quite sure we didn't, actually, but let's take a look regardless. Okay, we'll do it on stream. I always should do this. I always forget. Okay, so Season 1's affixes were... The necrotic weeks were... Necrotic bolstering tyrannical. Holy fuck. What the fuck? Hardest week, I agree. And necrotic... What's the other one? Necrotic inspiring tyrannical. So both bad tyrannical weeks, but not fortified weeks nonetheless. Another key, another disband. Yep. Yeah, good video, lol. Necrotic sanguine fort shenanigans. Every disband clips this week need a compilation. Yeah, it's going to be like, I'm going to have to stop streaming just so I can get all these clips published. Can we go 4 for 4? Or we did yesterday. That reminds me of the gambler's fallacy. It's been bad for so long, it has to turn good eventually. While working in a casino for 7 years, I can tell you no, it does not have to turn good. Yeah, 9 disbanded keys and 1 timed key. Yep. Okay, so anyway, that's season 1 of BFA or Shadowlands. So we didn't have that, but we do have the BFA version here. So let's take a look at that. This would probably only include season 4 though. So that's really nice text there, by the way. Season 4, we had Necrotic Busting Tyrannical and Necrotic Raging Tyrannical. So yeah, even in Season 4 of BFA, we didn't have this either. That's as early as I have documented, but... Actually, don't I have... No, I started doing it in Season 3 of BFA, but I waited until Season 4 to start actually publishing it. So yeah, no, it's not a... We didn't have it at the end of BFA either, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen in the middle of BFA. And you never know. Obviously, Legion, it probably did happen, but interesting stuff. Yeah, between Raging Fortified and now Necrotic Fortified, does feel a bit odd. A lot of 19s. Really looking for 20 and higher, just to say we're doing them. Necro hasn't been on Fort since Legion. Oh, yeah. What was it then? It was very easy back then. They should give better loot on harder weeks. Better loot. Again, the weeks are not intentionally harder, so you guys need to realize that. Everyone is depleting 20s, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be doing 19 soon. This is a joke key though. Honestly, I feel like this is actually the easiest key this week. Halls. Because all the difficult parts of halls are optional. Like, you don't have to pull big. You can pull whatever you want in halls. Necro isn't that bad. DK main also. Disagree. Honestly though, I think Sanguine is actually the hard part of this week. Like, the groups are failing, but it's not necessarily because of me. It's because of Necrotic. Or it's because of Sanguine. Sanguine is what is making this week very, very hard. Whereas, Necrotic is only making my life hard. But yeah, the two affixes really stuck together. Because when I'm constantly kiting or dealing with Necrotic, I also can't be dealing with Sanguine. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be gripping mobs out of Sanguine when I'm trying to kite them as well. So it's like, yeah, it's really fucked. No, AMS does not work because it's no longer magical. It used to be magical. Necrotic used to be a shadow dot. Pretty sure there was a Necrotic teaming in Legion. Oh, well. Hall's timer seems tight. Oh, no, it's very easy now. They added, like, was it 1 minute or 2? They added a lot more time than they needed to, one way or the other. That dungeon didn't need extra time. But keys are going great again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, very consistent. It's all about cleave damage this week, is it? Oh, actually, I'm looking at old seasons on Raid.io. Necro was only Tyran and Legion, too. Oh, yeah. Necro Raging Tyran, Necro Teaming Tyran. Interesting. Necro Teaming Tyrannical still, though. Tough. People just pick the highest IO to form the group. They're not picking classes that help to deal with the affixes. Yeah, you're probably right about that. It's a good comp for this dungeon, at least. I need to get 10 keys done. I think it has to be 15. Let's do it. It's annoying with DPS that doesn't help the tank. Yeah, that's all pugs, pretty much. I mean, literally, the DPS in my groups are actively fighting me. They're not helping me. So, most DPS in my group are my enemies. They're actually insulting me or blaming me instead of helping me. You need DK, Monk, Boomkin. I think it'll be easy. I don't know about DK, but yeah, Monk and Boomkin, you're right, that would be. And they're like top tier picks anyway, so not like it should be difficult to get them. Having a good Kyrian Shaman and a good Bombkin would really help. Shaman to drop stuns in Earthquake or stuns in a Rock Alley and do more damage. The big problem is the packs just take so fucking long, man. You can't avoid kiting at times. The Boomy I just invited, I didn't think to check. Didn't take Trents. Yeah, if anybody did not take Trents, I would like very harshly chew them out because that is fucking retarded. And that would be the pinnacle of what I just talked about, the lack of attention to helping the group. Whatever, you know, it's bad most weeks as well, but like this week to not take that, you're actually just an idiot and you shouldn't be allowed to do keys. Like you're really just not interested in the group. Lose aggro as well while kiting for necro. I mean, that would actually be a better circumstance, to be honest. Like, if you lose threat, then you don't have stacks. So, not a bad thing. But I do think that this is actually probably the easiest key this week. I haven't done them all yet. I still haven't done theater, actually. So maybe theater will prove to be easier, but... That's where Arms Warrior shine. Intervene, parry for stack drop, right? Yeah, it does help, but... It's just so hard to even notice it happening. Like, I don't know. Stacks come in at such a rate that if somebody did help me, I wouldn't even recognize they were helping me, because it still wouldn't stop all the stacks, you know? Venthyr Boomy should take Trents all the time, since they do very little damage outside their cooldowns anyway. I don't see why anybody wouldn't take trees, but... But, I mean, especially this week, it'd be ridiculous not to. Hello, Metro. James Rogers, hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. See how it goes. How's it going? Chopsticks for the win. Long time no see. How you been? It's going alright, I guess. Besides the fact that all the keys are awful. I really like Tyrannical Weeks. It feels better with bosses. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. What else? Oh no, more children. Yep. But at least we killed the first pack with that issue. Hate mobs that just stand still and cast? Yes, everybody does. That's what makes the effects hard. This week sucks so hard for blood, correct? Accurate. Another annoying thing this week, even with Trents or Rock Ellies, they hold the trash in Sanguine. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Very, very complicated week.
We will break you like all the rest.
Oh, we interrupted. Oh, good group, finally. Only took us 10 keys. Which tank do you think fares best this week? Yeah, Bear, definitely. Paladin's probably very good too, obviously. Any class that can be dwarf as well. Damn, this might be the worst to fix combination in the rotation. For tanking, 100%, but I still don't think it's the hardest week. I still think that Raging Fort week was just actually retarded. Fortified and Raging really just don't really work.
One of the more ruthless Marsworn draws close. Be ready.
Okay, that's as good as that's gonna go. I just realized. I can get out of that. I just realized if I swear my entry doesn't get put on the screen. Yeah, it's annoying. YouTube's got some weird rules. Brewmaster is good as well. Yeah, it's true. Ring and plus dodge. They dodge a lot, right?
Beware.
Kyrian Prop Pally. Yeah, they're Kyrian Dwarf Prop Pally. That's gonna be the best possible one. Is something wrong with the blinks in the upper level of Necrotic Wake? No, it's not your game. It's like that for everyone. Something wrong with pathfinding in that area in general. Probably because there were like 2 levels of it, you know what I mean? It's actually floating above the instance, which I don't know if they've ever done before. You think you will use Bone Storm when AoE Kappas? No, I won't use it. That won't have any impact on why I would like it or not like it. The healing isn't changing, it's just the damage, and that row is not a damage row if you ask me. Alright, so far so good.
Claim your power, Maw-walkers.
Guardian Druid are insane. When Incarnate is up, they can show at 99 stacks. Right, yeah. I mean, that's a CD, obviously, so I'm like, you know, I could pretty much do the same thing with Vamp Blood and Icebound and shit, but the problem is how overpowered it does appear to be. Unfortunate. Maybe somebody else can interrupt? I get it. Too much. No worries. That does look like the shield is actually impacted by Necrotic, though. It's very small on the screen there. Oh wow, I'm dead. Pre-nerf BFA Bone Storm would be dope. Legion Bone Storm would be dope.
Beware.
Should probably just make it an actual spell, because it really doesn't fit on that row at all. It doesn't even make sense. What is that add-on that makes their casting bars highlight when they're targeting you? Plater, I guess. Not sure exactly what you mean, but I assume it's Plater. Plater is doing pretty much all of that. Any casting bar stuff, so.
Beware. You approach a powerful servant of the jailer.
I think that's gonna help me drop stacks. Yes. I wasn't sure if that was the right play or not. I was trying to drop, I was trying to put so much distance between myself and the mobs that when he would grip me, it would grip me over them, and that it worked. It actually worked. Quite a dangerous pull there? No, it's easy. Sanguine doesn't matter, and dogs aren't really that dangerous when you're only fighting a small pack of them. How's your keys going? Very bad yet again, but I guess they're more entertaining than yesterday at least. That time, no success there.
Take the beast's power. You will need
That was a 200 IQ play. I wasn't sure if it was possible, but it did help me drop stacks, so that's nice. The inevitability. It's always tough not to aggro that thing. Well, this might, provided nothing ridiculous happens like the last time we did hauls this week. This might be our only good key of the week. It's just such an easy dungeon this week, because like, the affix is really able to be controlled in this dungeon. Lots of nice open spaces, yep. Yeah, that certainly helps. Yeah, just go. The mini boss before last boss can be something? With necrotic, maybe, I don't actually know how that's gonna work out. I feel like necrotic isn't bad in the bubble, but every dungeon except for halls has a few packs that feels impossible on. Yeah, I mean maybe there'll still be something that I feel that way on, but I think like we're good now. I think like the rest of the dungeon's gonna be very easy. We even have the easy ass part after the second boss. I plan on pulling the lieutenant with the trash and then the trash with the boss. I don't see any reason that won't work.
Beware.
Oh, I got meleeed by that guy? That's really bad. Halls is my bane. I had good feelings as well, but seems a couple minutes off the timer. Gotcha. Have you timed any keys this week? Yes, one. I feel like necrotic isn't bad in okay with that, yeah. Okay. That grip though, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know these mobs even meleeed. I thought I was gripping an caster exclusive. SD Gauntlet is hell without trees. They nerfed it pretty bad in terms of sanguine or in sort of necrotic, but yeah, it is probably still pretty bad. Used to be like actually undoable though. Okay, can we get the fucking trinket proc? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we have Rogue. Yeah, it does feel a little tight right now, but it's not tyrannical, so boss should die really quick. Holy smokes, it's a key that isn't going to hell. Yeah, it's actually like going very well. I'm the only, actually the mage died to threat or something, but I'm the only death too so far. It's going good. Yes, like actually feels like a real key too. If only I didn't already have this. This would definitely feel like a progression key. I want to save everything for this next pack if we can here. Yes, we can. We'll die in them.
A great evil lurks nearby. Expel it with haste.
This guy does not give necrotic anyway, right?
Well fought. Now claim its power as your own.
Maybe it's too risky, I don't know.
Like all the rest.
Risky with Sanguine, I suppose, I don't know. A lot of fucking stacks and necrotic. Thought that would die faster. Jesus, the spam. Yeah, I don't know. This fucking nonsense isn't going away, I guess.
The Mars dark magic coalesces here. Remove it at the source.
Your penance is at hand.
I just reported all of them until they make a new account. Yeah, I don't. It's the exact. I don't know. I really don't understand that. But yeah, that's. How's the keys going? We've had, yeah, some really bad ones yet again, but they were way more interesting than yesterday. I'll tell you what. You would have liked the first one, man. That one's gonna have to get public. That was honestly one of the funniest groups I've ever played with. Gonna rewatch tonight after raid. Yeah. It'll be, that video will be published tomorrow. Honestly, that's the funniest. Very funny group.
You must face your punishment.
Okay, so is this gonna actually suck with Necrotic and Sanguine? I'm not sure.
Their pain shall enlighten you. My flock needs me.
I guess most of the mobs aren't actually on me. I don't think they're gonna drop Necrotic, surely. Or drop Sanguine. It's like Necrotic's on everybody, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's just the regular shit on the ground, that's not Sanguine, okay. But we are going to have a lot of Necrotic stacks by the time this is over. And no real way to drop them, from what I can tell. Guy wants to go back for a lieutenant. Interesting. Never expected to hear those words. Greek sauce. Getting smacked by that frontal.
The creature is slain. Now, claim its power as your own.
Yeah, I can't believe how much time we had. I don't really get it. Anybody who having trouble with the timer on this key, I don't really know. Damage was high, but it's not like we had any craziness. No Windwalker monk shit, you know? Just normal damage. Pretty good for 21, I suppose.
Be gone, rebel!
What the hell is that? That's the Shaman Night Fae ability? What's up? Hey, Matt. What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How you doing?
beneath my contempt. Beware.
I'm glad you got a good group finally. It does feel, yeah. It was a long road, but we finally got it. I can't complain. How's it going with you? Yeah, not bad. Fort feels a lot easier in halls, does it? Not sure I would agree with that, but I do think Fort is a very, one way or the other, it's a manageable fix in halls. Like, it's not really much harder. Wouldn't say easier, but some of the trash is very dangerous in here. Really, the big thing about halls is the ability to pull like we did after the second boss. That is such a time saver, it's actually kind of nuts. And you can't do that normally because Varuth is there. Well, 50% of the time Varuth is there, you know? Man, I guy just eats that. How about that? Alright, well, we did kill the boss easily, and we got our first real upgrade. I mean, that was actually a legitimate good key. Surprised to see it. Honestly. Okay, let's add it to the sheet. Finally, another key that's not a failure. Hall 21. Upgrade. And we had Holy Pally. Second boss is so easy to wipe on in Tyran, is it? It shouldn't be. It's the only hard boss in the dungeon, so. And we had Shaman, Mage, and Rogue. Cool. I guess so. Give it a try, I guess. Spartan link to subscribe. Thanks a lot, buddy. Not losing a lot of time to Sanguine. 3 gargoyles on first boss and big pull after second boss helps a lot. Yeah, that's just how you do it. That's just how you do it. It's the exact route I would have used last week. Well, slightly different, but it says personal best because in-game interface doesn't show fractions.
The hunt
Fractions,
must go on.
Anyway, I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
the hell? Foxy.
It's a fake Faxi. I think I've played with this guy before, actually. Somehow another hunter playing with a similar name. That's strange. I don't know. I thought I had one. Cancel or pop. I don't know what it would be, but. Slash cancel aura. I think I have an actual, yeah. That's a good idea. Put it on Dust Strike.
I have a knack for making people disappear.
Okay. Alright. Cast Deathrite? Yeah, I got it, yeah. Oh wait, Hand of Protection, what? That's not what it's called. It's called Blessing and Protection. Used to be called Hand of Protection, but now it's called Blessing and Protection.
Five, 4, 3.
Oh, out of fucking water. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, here we go.
We are vastly outnumbered mortals. The Forsworn have cut a swath through most of our forces.
This one's mine.
Vanquish their rear guard while I confront Devos. Go in service.
Mage all lust. Turns out he's a liar. Oh, he didn't lust, yeah. Alright. Missing the shaman doing 40k every pack, right? Okay, see you later. That's more like it. This week's fixes are ass. That's correct. That's more like it. This week I attempted at 22 though. Spires 22, disband. I'm actually not upset that that disbanded because I really needed fucking water. I can't believe I started that key without water in my cup. Rogue. Okay, let's fill up. And then we do another key. Well, we're 2 out of 4 that we need for the weekly, so definitely not getting 10 this week. Not like this, at least. Maybe we'll do 15s, but I really just don't have any interest. It's just so fucking boring, man. I never get anything from the actual mythic portion of the chest anymore. I always just take the raid item. What is this kind about? Hard key week. Having a good time with it though. Hunter is mad as fuck. Yeah, like what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Okay, let's see what we got out there. Theater? Plague Fall, we do need that. Anyway, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad, Hunter? Many DPS are Rhea. I don't know what that is. DPS always know how to tank better than tanks, yeah. That's true. He really is the Bizarro Faxi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to be like, yo, you're really not living up to your namesake, but it would be too complicated of a story. Diet Coke Faxi, yeah. We'll grab that guy. Like E-Boss. Like E-Boss. It's weird. Not something you should do on stream, I feel like. Alright, anyway, let's head over to Theater. See if we can't squeeze in 3 or 4 more disbands before the night's over. Or we gotta get off. Yeah, it's another great day out though, huh? Thought it was supposed to rain today. take a look at our favorite website. It's the Walmart faxi. Did it break? Dude, I tried to get a thermal paste from Walmart. They don't fucking sell it. And like the person I asked, like it says they sell it online. They sell it online. They just don't have it in the store, I guess. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain it. It's like, and she's like completely clueless. She's like, we don't have anything like that here. I'm like, it says you do online. She's like, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I'm like, okay. It's like a $5 computer accessory. Like, what? Why do you not have that here? Anyway. Does Blessing and Protection remove necrotic? Yes. You gotta remove it ASAP or your DPS is gonna die. Op does, yes. Painbow was bragging about your water cooler situation. Yeah, he was right to brag. He was the one who fixed it for me. How are you able to gather herbs and stay mounted? Oh, you don't have this mount. That mount that I use. It allows me to do that. The Sky Golem mount? It's actually not even the Sky Golem mount. What's the name of this one? Also, Mechanized Lumber Extractor. Both of these mounts. Mechanized Lumber Extractor and the Sky Golem. You can stay mounted while herbing. I wish they would make one for mining too, but I guess that doesn't make any sense. When did this Mechanized Lumber Extractor even come in the game? I know the Sky Golem was in MOP, but what water cooler situation did you have? Let me just check this before I say anything stupid, but yeah, we're good. You might have heard me talking about this on stream without realizing, but I was saying like, oh my god, I can't believe how ridiculous the fans are. It's so loud, I can't hear the game. I was talking about this like last week on stream. Like the fans on my computer are just insanely loud. I don't know what's going on all of a sudden. I just didn't put two and two together because I'm not thinking in that way. And then I checked the temperatures. I just randomly opened this program that shows me the temperatures of my components. The fucking CPU was running at over 100 degrees Celsius while I was playing WoW. That's very bad. And I brought it up in the Discord, and Painbow's like a bit of a tech savant. He really feels like he has a lot of knowledge on tech, so, or at least he's very eager to learn about tech. So me and him got in a call together, and we went through some basics, but it didn't seem like we had a good solution one way or the other. Obviously, it's a bad problem. But he noticed something because of a video a friend of his sent him, that an all-in-one cooler is actually something that you can install wrong. And I didn't know that was a thing. When I replaced my cooler that broke last February, I installed it wrong. So he showed me how to install it correctly. So I just went and did that. Now, it's probably a coincidence, I suppose, but in that time, somehow installing it correctly fixed the problem. So I don't know if it got unseated or something was wrong in general, but yeah, it was oriented wrong basically. So I just oriented it right, and it was like the complete opposite of how it was supposed to be. But I'm like 99% sure it was working up until last week, so I don't know what actually happened, but either way, it's fine now. So we went from 100 degrees to 50 degrees, so much better. And that's when streaming, recording, and playing. So off that was actually what made me think about it, because I was fucking just laying in bed. I had the PC on, but I was laying in bed, and the fucking fans are going nuts, and the PC's literally off. Like I basically don't even have it on. It's not even doing anything. And I'm like, how the fuck are the fans this loud when the game is not even running? Nothing is even running. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, oh no, in serious trouble. Almost sounds like the pump just wasn't running. Yeah, something wrong with it, but I don't know how I fixed it by doing what I did, but oh, we have another Mistweaver. A Mistweaver, yeah, we actually saw one yesterday too. I think that was the only upgrade was with the Mist. Yeah, that was the only upgrade we had yesterday was the Mistweaver. The better fox. Hello? Mistweavers are really good right now. Underrated. Yeah, I would say they're underrated. I agree. I don't think they're really good, but I definitely think they're underrated. And they're certainly not as good as the top 2 picks, but they're comfortable. Anyway, you tell him not to paralyze, you just use Ring of Peace. Oh, okay. You get that lumber extractor from 300 toys. Gotcha. Maybe better this week due to Ring. Good for healing, yes, but they don't bring much outside of that and is melee. Right.
Welcome, one and all, to the theater of pain!
Like I just Invispod to show a trick.
It seems these upstarts think they can compete with the best combatants in all of Maldraxxus! Ha! I'll believe it when I see
They are right that the para ring is finicky. Sometimes it's perfect and sometimes it fails. Gotcha.
Bring in the challengers!
Please don't do this. Anyway, no distract. It's going to be hard. Yeah, I don't think it's possible without a rogue.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
Why are we... Dude, please, for the love of God, stop this.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
You know you want to leave already. No, I don't leave. Oh, is he? Yeah, I forgot about that. There's any special trick to deal with necrotic? Nope. Just gotta drop stacks by not getting meleeed. Why doesn't Hunter pull right and feign? Unsure. This is probably going to be a disaster, but we'll give it a try here. As long as we actually do good damage in the pack, it won't be too hard. But that's the trick.
Welcome, one and all, to the theater of change! It seems these upstarts think they can compete with the best combatants in all of Maldraxxus!
Yes, we are doing good damage.
I'll believe it when I see it!
And move a man here.
This should prove entertaining!
Very good.
Bring in the challenger!
Never really in any danger, honestly, although it's not over. Death Wish. Still dangerous. Actually shockingly easy. Cannot believe how little damage we took there.
Let the bloodshed begin!
Okay, still can be a tough fight, because Necrotic. It's going to be very dangerous in this fight. But I hope with Rune Weapon and the fact that it's not tyrannical, it won't be too bad. Just got to get a little lucky, really, is the thing. This Mistweaver's pumping. Oh yeah, doing great damage too, yeah. Did he do good damage on the trash? Spinning Crane Kick. That's a good spell for Windwalker too, I've heard. He did 7k. Nice. Pretty good. Just need to get a little lucky here. It's not happening. Okay, we'll parry now. Hopefully this will be sufficient. Come on, parry, 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 parry. Okay, stacks have dropped. Very good. Very good. Mystery we can spam Crane Kick. It's good in 3 packs. 3+ packs. Nice. Well, it's good to be good, right? Tim, did the Rock Alley just taunt the bosses? That's interesting. Stream died? Not on my end, no. But who knows anymore? Hot boys, oh baby. So that means the fire guy is by the frontal backhoe mob? Is that correct? So we can't skip that either. Is this monk using the Sinister Teachings legendary? I have no idea. Yeah, yep. Oh, that's the Venthyr legendary, isn't it? That's funny.
Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
Beware. You approach a
Can you actually just
powerful
walk by him?
servant of the jailer.
I guess so.
Mortal lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
Wow, a lot of damage. I'm dead. Yeah. Barely survived that. Kinda came out of nowhere. Problem is, it can't really kite either because it's so good on. It's really OP. I'm crafting mine tonight. Is it OP? What does it do? Wait, how did stacks refresh there? I didn't even get any. I wasn't anywhere even near the mobs. that's the only casualty from that pack. That's fine by me. We didn't need all of those. Metro says can't kite, meanwhile they're all leg swept. I meant I couldn't kite because of Sogadon. I was gonna run into Sogadon. Halves Fallen Order CD. Yeah, that's cool. The good thing about having a Mistweaver is like they actually know how to play the monk class. Unlike the fucking Windwalkers that I play with. Is Mistweaver pretty good? You know, I'm taking a shine to it, let's put it that way. It's growing on me. We've had like very, very few, but the ones we've had have been good players, so it's like not necessarily the class that's good, but I do think it's the or it's not necessarily the spec that's good, but it's kind of the class that's good. So I'm fine with that. Yep. Guess we're not skipping that. I love having this orb in my hand, it looks so silly. Metro, I even tried like 5 keys now, we can't even reach the first boss in Plaguefall. The first boss. What's happening in there?
The creature is slain. Now, claim its power as your own.
That's hilarious. You're just stomping your right foot. Oh yeah, with that orb. It's so funny, right? Oh yeah, the AoE silence from the hunter weapon. That's useful. Very interesting. Wait, why can't I not mic? I was targeting the wrong one, I think. I was gonna try to mind control them so we didn't have any issues with Sanguine, but I guess I'm glad I didn't. Sorry, my delay watching on TV, but typing on phone. No problem. That wasn't really delayed. I'm just a slow thinker. Sometimes I don't put 2 and 2 together. Slow thinker, yeah. Okay, we need to be careful about Sanguine here. Way to think slow. Thanks, buddy. I'm true to my nature. After all. Love you. All right. I appreciate that. That was weird. I just noticed something strange. On that last pack, I was hard striking, but it wasn't applying. Oh fuck! But it wasn't applying Death Due to the other target. It was only applying it to the first target. Is it because it's like mob is like floating or something? I don't know what that was about. I love watching Death Winds launch people off the platform, do you? Yeah, I mean, I guess it happens more than it should. Maybe he's not technically on the platform. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't need fucking speed boost. Got the wrong guy. Let's lust. Famed Slayer Warrior. Oh yeah, that means the very accomplished raider, right? How's the weather over? Yeah, it's really nice here. Oh, were you not here when I told the story about the Tom Petty concert, by the way? I bet you weren't. Maybe I just missed your reaction to it. I was not, I gotcha. Feel like telling it again? Nah, it's a bit of a long story, but long story short, there was some belligerent Jersey people at a concert next to us, and they got in an altercation with the woman, and the altercation was derived because the woman was like, why don't you have some class? And the guy was like, I'm from fucking Jersey, I don't have any class. I think I might have told that story before on stream anyway, but I thought you would react to it, that you'd have something to say. You told me that. Yeah, okay. I thought so. Tabs are here. Where? One of the first BOD raids I did, we mentioned being from Jersey. Ah, there you go. I don't really know anybody from New Jersey, so probably why I was so eager to tell the story. It's actually very nice of that mob to move away from the pack when it dies. Over his head goes the Jersey Shore reference, so yeah. Never really, well actually that's not true, we do go to Wildwood. Occasionally, I haven't been in a few years, but...
One of the more ruthless Marsworn draws close.
Okay, the only thing that sucks about this dungeon on Fortify is that we have to be very aware of what we're aggroing in this next area. That show is one thing I don't feel bad about relating to cancer. Jesus Christ. Do you know and can explain the trick to selecting which mini boss you get in this wing? I talked about it in the theater guide, yeah. I don't actually, unfortunately, I don't have a great answer for you. It seems very hard to replicate, but it's just the first, basically what seems to be the trick is like if you're near, or it's like if the mob is the last one to attack, it wins or something like that. So, but I swear that doesn't actually work. Like I've had it where it clearly looks like one should have won and it doesn't happen. So I don't know. I mean, you can check it out. There's not really much there. I just talked about it in that video, and that's pretty much all I know. Unfortunately, I don't really know if there's like a guaranteed way to get it 100% of the time. Because you also need to know how close you have to get. That's actually the trick. That's the hard part for me. It's like knowing how close I can get. See, they're applying necrotic to each other though, that's nice. But as soon as combat drops, necrotic does too. I've heard it's which one is hitting the other, but also agree. Yeah, you'll see it here, I bet. It's probably gonna happen. It's pretty common that I don't get this right. And I don't really know why. It's like one pulses red during a big attack. Yeah, I don't see any visual indications that anything's happening. Couple work meetings before departure, sweet buddy. Deuces. See you later, man. Come on out to the 3 deuces. 4 deuces? What was it? Yep, see, I don't know. But that did look like it, but it just looked like it was going to be the right one at the time. Three Vulpires in this key. I was going to comment on that, but 2 of them have like dumb Vulpira names as well. Yeah, I've seen the red arrow or pulse, but it seems to be hard to predict. Yeah. I've definitely not seen any arrows. I think it's just gonna eat that for no reason, okay. Yeah, I think that arrow says that one will die. If you wait, it should switch to the other. Really, I've never noticed that before. What's your favorite race? Human? Wait, do you mean in real life or in game? I don't get it 100% accurate though. Gotcha. That's just the indicator I'm trying to go by.
You had best make this interesting.
And wow, Horde is definitely Orc. Orc, Troll, and Tauren. And Alliance is definitely Night Elf, Dwarf, probably Human. Never mind, the arrow was his ricocheting blade. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure what we were talking about there, but finally killed Sylvanas Heroic. Sweet, friendly. It's a tougher fight than, it's definitely the hardest end fight I've ever done. Well, I don't know, Gahun was very difficult, but it was just bad. It was, the fight was hard because it was shit. Really fucking dumbass encounter. Also an awful looking room. Really a weak showing from that fight in all ways. Yeah, waiting for 2 locks if you don't have on Gahun. Yeah, it's really just a terrible encounter. That mechanic should have been featured on like the 3rd boss in a raid. Holy fuck, relentless. Unbelievably relentless. Yeah, the pet's already broken. Yeah, this just sucks, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. How that's possible that this breaks so inconsistently. Is there a way to change chat to only subscribers? There is, yeah. You get a lot more people, a lot less people chatting, which we don't want. Howdy Metro, how are the keys going today? Not much better than yesterday, but at least it's more interesting. Did the pet snap? Yeah, he did. I see the aura. We did not do a very good job considering we lusted. I might die, to be honest. I was gonna kill him, but we don't actually need to kill him, I don't think. I can't remember. Do we need to? At this route, I don't think we do. It may be appropriate to mod a few people. Nah, unfortunately that's not going to stop them. Whether or not you ban them or not, they come back, so. It's on YouTube to fix. Yeah, there's just not a need for mods. Okay, we just had 3 deaths from 1 player on 2 crash packs. I wish the sanguine pools were easier to see on the ground. Last night I ran with the druid that kept dropping trees in the pool. Oh, that's not good. Useless top chat should filter that. It's because they're not doing anything wrong chatting wise. It's the account name that's the incorrect thing. Somehow YouTube's too dumb to realize it. Like, you should not be able to put a fucking URL as your name. Like, how is there not better security against that? It's very hard to believe. We actually got a channel like renamed because of that. It was like the website was the name of the channel and they fucking force renamed it. And meanwhile, these fucking degenerate bots are like somehow no problems. They keep getting the same name over and over again, no issues. What? How do people not interrupt that, man? I really don't get it. Yeah, you can't link anything in chat, but the username is fine, right? Makes no sense at all. I think there's a space, there is, but regardless, it's not about what it reads. It's not about like how it links, but it's about what it reads. The name is supposed to be like your representation, so the fact that you're able to name yourself something like that on YouTube, it's like, are you guys in bed with the bots? Because like that's the only, that level of incompetence is staggering. You know what I mean? It's very hard to believe that that name is allowed to be on YouTube. It's like they're like allowed by YouTube. You know what I mean? It's the only thing that makes any sense. Shouldn't have done that. Just need to drop stacks. Why Night Fae on a Blood DK? Because it's cool. Because I like it. Why not is the better question. Shaman took bolstering. Oh, did he? I'm not actually sure if we need to kill it. I can't actually remember. We're gonna find out, but if we do, we'll be doing it on the boss at some point. The soul shape is very nice on practically the slowest class. Yes, it definitely is the slowest class. 100%. No, we didn't need to kill it. Sweet. Alright, so we got the pet for the whole dungeon now. So that's gonna help. Man, you imagine if ad dropped sanguine on bosses? Holy fuck. I'll tell you though, the week after sanguine is always like the best week. So I was like, oh my god, thank god I don't have to keep moving constantly. Of course, then next week is going to be another... Actually, I guess it's probably going to be one of the harder tyrannical weeks, but regardless, it's still going to be an easy-ass trash week. No, I do think we have an easy upgrade on our hands. Somehow the last boss takes extremely long. Bolstering explosive, I think? Yeah, bolstering explosive. So probably the worst possible affix for the timer. Yeah, actually, it's probably going to be a shit week in general because we're not going to be able to pull big. That's kind of like the thing about Tyrannical, is that you can kind of just pull whatever you want without concern.
Challenges have conquered the trials and advanced to the final round. Return to the central chamber.
I'm glad I repicked up the pet. I made the right decision there. Hopefully it doesn't get all fucky coming up here. It shouldn't. It's the break on the... yeah, that... not the area. Okay. Last time we did this, we had the pet, like... I don't know what the fuck happened, but it caused the boss to despawn. Might happen again here. We were just in combat for some reason. Yeah, pretty good. Don't know what that is or what it was, but... oh yeah, this is actually gonna be a pretty tough fight. This would be like it's tyrannical. Oh wow. Interesting. Never done this with Sogadon's buff on her. But it shouldn't be too bad. Should die quick at least. At least you'd hope. Don't really need those spread out. I don't know why you're all the way over there. A little early on the list, I feel like, but... you can reset boss if you tag them from an invis pot. Not sure if that is still a thing. Tag them from an invis pot. I don't understand what that means. Yeah, the pet keeps fucking up. Like, if I dismiss the pet right before the boss spawns, it makes the boss despawn for some reason. That's the only thing I could think of. We actually had that happen a couple weeks ago. Okay, I don't know why I keep not seeing this. I think it matters now. Oh, that's a weird angle for that guy to take. If you pull the boss while you still have invis pot effect on you, it will reset the boss. Why would you ever want to do that though? That's a good thing you're saying? I'm talking about this being a bad thing. How about that? An easy upgrade, 21. That should give a score, right? Surely? Can we see how much score we got, please? It's not. Thanks anyway, no problem. There it is. 8 points. Damn, that's nice. We actually got a score from something. How about that? It's hard to believe. All right, so that was Peter 21 upgrade.
My apologies.
Got 3 out of 4. Mistweaver again. Both we had 2 out of 3 keys that were good this week with the Mistweaver. And then we had Hunter, Shaman, Warrior. Some people like to reset Necrotic Wake first boss and pull the soldiers first, I see. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if we're going to get anything better than that today. So I think we probably just move on, huh? I think we're good. I think we're good for today. It was a good stream. We did actually get some... It was an interesting one. We had a really funny key in the beginning, and then we had two pretty damn good keys. So I think we're satisfied with that. Call it a little early today. Do you know what Covenant the monk is? The monk is Venthir. Yeah, he was Venthir. He had the Venthir legendary on too. Venthir monk looks pretty good, honestly. But anyway, that's that. I will see you guys tonight. Hopefully we'll have 20 for rating. If not, sometime soon we'll be back. But I'll probably golf tomorrow, and then Friday, Saturday we'll keep going. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. You had a warrior who didn't suck. You're also right. Yes, finally.